Hello, my name is Russell Nugent, and tonight I'm going to tell you about Rainsford Island of Boston, Massachusetts. Rainsford Island is a very picturesque island, which offers a panoramic view of the Boston city skyline at night. It's a breathtaking sight for those of you who haven't seen anything like it before. I myself have seen it several times when I've camped there. The island is about 1/2 mile long, with widths up to a quarter mile, all the way down to 10 to 20 feet at some areas during high tide. Sometimes the island itself can be cut into two separate islands if the tides get high enough. The island is shaped like a crescent moon, with a steep cliff on the eastern side. We'll get to that part later. There are no ferries that run out to Ranger Island, so if you want to get there, you're going to need your own boat. Once there, of course, it's just you and nature. The island offers plenty of camping sites. Whether you want to camp right out on the beach, have a good look across the water at night, or camp up on that mountain on a hilltop for that view I told you about. Or you could always take the woods if you want to get nice and secluded deep in the middle, deep in your own little area. Plenty of places to stay, and there's rarely anyone out there. Again, it's a very secluded island. The island itself is home to many ruins. The ruins are of an old hospital. The hospital was used back in the 1800s when more and more people were immigrating to the city of Boston. This hospital served as a location to examine these immigrants. Much like Ellis Island of New York, Rainsford Island was Boston's gateway. The island had a more dark part to it. The darkness was that if you were sick when you got to Rainsford Island, you stayed there. You stayed there till you got better and deemed it safe for you to enter Boston City, or you died. Now, many people didn't take the news of that very well and would often commit suicide by jumping off that cliff that I mentioned on the eastern side. Again, we'll get more to that cliff later. Other patients, later on, found that it was unfair the way they were being treated, being segregated from the rest of the public in order to keep them safe or quarantine them. Now, a couple of the inmates, so to speak, being quarantined there, decided that they were going to stage a rebellion and actually burn down the hospital. Many doctors and many patients died in this rebellion, and the hospital and island was shut down. The island is open to the public today, but there are still many mysteries laying around the island. At night, some people claim to hear voices all throughout the woods. Some stories have told that as you approach the woods, you'll start to hear voices up ahead, beckoning you forward. People talking, sounds like there's things all around you. As you start to move up a slight grade, you start to hear the more clear defined sounds ahead of you, beckoning you forward. As you make your way up, you continue to hear the voices until it sounds like they're all coming from behind you now, pushing you forward, all the way forward through the woods, up and up the hill. The voices start getting louder, angrier, chasing you, driving you, driving you right off the cliff. There have been many reports, such as that explain stories just like this, of people falling off that cliff, some ending in death. Of course, others still survive to live and tell the tale of being chased up and off that cliff. So, in conclusion, I'll say that Rainsford Island is a very nice place to camp, but unless you're up to it, stay out of the woods at night. Thank you.